Okay, so we're checking out the only place that can fire airplanes out of a giant machine gun at a field goal that's been carved out of a mountain. It's Russia, as represented in Transport Fever 2. Heaven, Hell, and Russia were made last time, but the game was not broken enough, and thus we must remedy this. Transport Fever 2 is a game of ridiculous extremes, and thus we must try something very stupid today. Since all the airports are going out of business, we must save them. And we will do this by creating a giant organ gun out of airports that fires non-stop airplanes. And I'm pretty sure I can make a field goal out of a mountain in this game, because why not? I have a feeling, because we did it with cruise ships, that we can probably get enough planes in the air to completely destroy the game itself. So the planes are gonna be going to 3 places, obviously, Heaven and Hell, but I decided to add an extra touristy location that anyone getting shot out of a machine gun would enjoy. We're gonna do Japan. For maximum inefficiency, the airplanes are only gonna be flying for like 10 minutes in the air. Oh, Fort Lauderdale's already here. It's fine. Fort Lauderdale and Hell can be best friends. You know what? Why not? We're bringing back New Japanada. For those of you who don't know, New Japanada is a conglomeration of all of the best things in this world. Canada, New Jersey, and Japan. It's a place where hyper-caffeinated people are beating each other with baseball bats in a very respectful manner. Actually, hold on, I like the way the game called this the last time. What was it? Upper Hell. We only serve layers like 1 through 3 here. And then it was Lower Heaven. It's the part of heaven where the property values are low enough that you could actually buy something. When it named it this, like all I could think of was a bunch of angels with low credit scores or something. Ridiculousness starts with but one airport. I want this as close to the beach as humanly possible. We need to shove as many of these in here as we can. 87 emissions from the Boeing 757. We're gonna be emitting all kinds of shit. All right, let's just test this and make sure it actually works. Go, my child. I should say only child at the moment, right before you get 1,000 brothers and sisters. Oh yeah. That's hot. Seems legit. I like how no matter what is being used in this game, it's always the same soulless clones that are flying it. Perfect. All right, now that we know that we can cause my game unending agony, and so it begins. It's gonna be like the slum of airports. I'm cramming these things in together so close. Airport number 1 will be filing harassment charges on airport number 2. All right, road, you're in my way. Go over here. Get rid of this crap. Actually, you know what? Is Naples really doing anything? There we go. Sorry, Upper Hell, you're not getting connected to anything anymore. Really, you don't need to be. Do a little global warming right here. I hate it when the ocean gets in my way. I'm gonna start with just 10, you know, from each airport. This is when you know your monarch is a friggin' psychopath. Gotta do this for both sides, of course. Part of the pain in the ass of this will be timing everything right, because we need it so that they're all taking off like slightly spaced apart. Now I have to make all the different lines. Let me ask you something. You boys like spaghetti? Now I gotta make sure a few of these cross. Ah yes, I call this the figure 8 of traumatic anal pain. Zoomed out from here, I just realized something. There is a airport that is located in Lower Upper Hell. Is there one in Upper Heaven? That's right, you've heard of Lower Upper Hell. Well, there's also Upper Lower Heaven. It didn't want to be left out. Move everything forward a little bit. Stop it. 1 pump of time there costed, I think, like $5 billion. I don't know why I called that a pump. Gonna thrust this deficit right into infinity. Oh God, it's glorious. Hold on, you gotta speed it up to really understand. This is just a stupid amount of planes. Honestly, this isn't enough though. It's like a really sad machine gun. We're gonna have to double this. I might have to rip everything out of the middle and everything out of back here, and we can put a double stack of airports up. God, it reminds me of Florida mosquitoes. This is where you get your actual flight training in. It's mostly just an opportunity to try and not hit everyone else around you. A lot of people would be like, what are the chances of running into another airplane? Pretty high when all the airplanes are about 3 feet from one another because they're so stacked inside of the space that they're given. There's like no pattern. Everyone's just doing whatever the hell they want. Look at all the shadows on the ground. Imagine this, you're chilling out over here at Vero Beach. All of a sudden you look in the sky and you see this. This is nowhere near enough though. I feel like the air is still good enough to breathe. We haven't destroyed the oxygen levels enough. We need to double the amount of airports. I'm just turning Florida into one giant airport. I just realized too, there is not enough space to put more airports over on Russia. That's fine. Heaven and Hell are gonna be sending everyone back. They're like, we don't have enough space, take them. I'm gonna name this airport, call this one Fried Chicken. just because I love fried chicken. This is the only one with a name. This is the only airport whose parents loved him. All the rest of you airports are just useless clones. Yeah, what the hell? Let's go with 20 this time. If this doesn't break the atmosphere, I'm gonna die slightly inside because setting all this up is a pain in the ass. Actually, after I do this, I have to make our field goal. People will be moving here. They'll be like, oh yeah, Florida, what are the state taxes like? And someone else will be like, yes. The question isn't what are our state taxes like? The question is how many jobs can you handle at once? I want to rename at least one line as well. Die Hard 2. No, seriously. I feel like I want to die. Okay, game. Make it freaking happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I just realized I bought a bunch of tiny planes, too. When did I do this? Go, my chorus of agony. Look at them pop out. Yeah, the next set of jets are ready. Rapid fire jets. What the hell? Hold on. Can somebody take a moment to tell me? What the hell is this? What the hell kind of illegal mating is going on between my two planes? Oh, hey, this one's heading for lower New Japanada. God, the further I zoom out, the worse it gets. It's like a giant orgy going on. See, we're doing big brain stuff here because while some people just try and make the plane bigger, we figured out if you put one plane inside of another plane that's inside of another plane, you get 3 times as much space. And then what the hell? We'll have a 4th plane sit on the 1st plane's head. What does this look like? Oh, it's a Congo line of agony. This is the Blue Angels of commercial airlines. The way we train you, if you can't fly your 757 within 2 centimeters of your partner, you're not good enough. This isn't the only cluster. Look in the distance. There's still more taking off. Oh my God, it's like a tornado of jet planes. Look at this, they're all just circling above Key West. Yes, more. Come on, everyone join this. This is really weird, but if you look at the giant malformed hurricane of planes from the top down, it kind of looks like a pair of mismatched breasts. I'm just renaming the planes for what's actually happening in the sky. Imagine you're going on vacation and they tell you that they're just waiting for your turn to taxi and take off. And you're like, oh, well, how long will that be? And then you see this. Always make sure to save often. This is what we call a Florida hurricane. Hell yes. It's a category GTFO. I need to see if I can get that hurricane even more packed. Hold on. Oh, you know what? We haven't built our goalposts yet. What you do is you grab this and then you make a square and you kind of move the brush like maybe this size. Oh yeah, that's erect. Okay, that's a good start. This is gonna go right over Japan. Put the other one like right about here. Yeah, guys, can you go around the giant pillar? Thank you. Look at the giant ring of costs in the background. Damn it, my right one's bigger than my left one. Damn it, the tool, I didn't aim up correctly and now there's just a random pillar over here. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Russia. Now you don't get any sunlight from like 9 to 11 a.m. All right, there we go. I find it very interesting that all of the small planes congregate together. It's like they have their own clique going on. They're like, don't touch those big planes. They're dirty. All the big planes are satisfied, almost crashing into one another every 10 seconds. Just down here in the city, looking up at the sky. The weather is partly cloudy with a 100% chance of planes. I really have no idea why, but Russia runs on protein shakes and leg day. There are gyms everywhere in this city. It's worse than Starbucks. There's a gym across the street from the gym, which is down the block from the gym, which you can visit after you lose everything at the casino. This is actually fantastic because right down the street from all the gyms are all the Chinese food places. It's all very healthy down here. Plus, we can heat up the food through global warming thanks to the 6 billion planes in the air. This lady just gasped because she knows that the ambient temperature of Russia is now 400 degrees Celsius. Your name isn't Sydney anymore. Your name is Please Help Me. I'm burning. My flesh. It's slowly melting. This ad for Russia Travels has new meaning now because people are like, oh, how far away is Russia? And you're like, oh, it's just 3 miles down the road. And they're like, how long does it take to get there? By plane, about 180 years. I like how in Russia, everyone has fantastic reflexes because no one obeys the crosswalks. Seriously, I don't think I've ever seen a car stop for people. Look at it, it's happening over here too. It's every man for themselves. All right, Blake, listen, you've got 4 different chances to hit human beings. If you miss this, I'll never let you live it down. Really? God, at least Caitlin ran over some dude's foot. She's picking up the slack. Caitlin, your new destination is not the industrial building. It's Small Claims Court. All right, everything's still moving really, really smoothly. We need a ton more planes in the air. Nothing like making all of your jets pink. Clone all vehicles. Yes. Oh, God. That's right, don't push everyone. You'll all get your turn. I'd like to know how many birds die each day in Florida. I love how no matter where you go in this map, you can always see my mistake in the background. I might be able to get so many planes inside of this circle that there's no gaps at all. The 757 Cyclone is getting pretty thick too. Oh, the water's starting to bug out. Clone them again. Okay, now this might end up breaking the game. We're at 4,000 aircrafts now. The game is still running. It looks like the freaking jet stream over here. $57 billion in debt in one pulse. So, what do you think so far? Does it seem legit? Should we double everything again? Okay, game, please don't crash on me. Oh God, it's trying to save at the same time. Right now, my graphics card's like, no. We did it, 8,000. So, I have the game in fast forward, and it's not moving. This is probably a bad sign. Oh, hold on, we're getting some motion. All right, it's fine. We're only at a negative $130 billion. See, if I look this way, everything moves real smooth. If I look this way, it gets bad. You can see all the planes, they're just getting in line like it's some kind of Black Friday sale. Look at them all pouring in. This is the ring of planes that's happening. It literally is getting so packed. Oh, I just noticed this pilot has a fantastic mustache. It literally is getting so packed, they're all almost touching. What the hell happened down there? Why is that one 757 sniffing the other 757's ass? I gotta try and get as many into this hurricane as possible, and then I'll try and spawn it double again. It'll be 16,000 planes. Oh yeah. The hurricane is now more powerful than I had ever previously anticipated. It would do Florida proud. Holy sh*, we almost just had 85 accidents. I think we both know what time it is. It's time to double the amount of planes. Okay, maybe if I look away from the screen, these birds are like, don't do it. Go. Now comes the fun mini game when I wait for the next 8 minutes in real life while this number eventually turns into a 16,000 or the game closes. Okay, the number showed up. The game isn't working, but the number showed up. I think we finally did it. I'm getting like one frame every 30 seconds. Oh, it's working. It's like the sky is just vomiting up 757s. If I dare look at the city, look at the frame rate. I have to avert my eyes. If I look this way, everything's fine. Ah, yes. The circle is complete. Well, now that I have finished up this plane-based ASMR, I think it's time to finish the old girl off. Clone all the vehicles. And the game just crashed. How many planes can the Florida airspace support before the entire dimension of reality folds in on itself? Apparently 32,000. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Transport Fever 2. Till next time, stay foxy and much love.